guys, it's Waste Wanderer and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are doing another Is It Worth It? And today we're doing an Is It Worth It of the newest update of No Man's Sky, which is essentially turning it into a new game, but that is the update stage of the game I'm going to review. So I've split it into 5 main categories. Well, some of the categories have more than one thing in them. So the first category I'm going to be doing is world, then vehicles and weapons, then sound, animation and graphics, story, and the building and upgrades. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first category I'm going to be talking about is the world space. Well, world universe. So in this game, it's the biggest game that's ever been made. There's something like 18 quintillion planets. And I read somewhere that if a planet was discovered every second, it would take something like 590 billion years in real life, like real years, to discover every planet. So that's just crazy how big this universe is. And I mean, these planets are proper planet sized. They take ages to cross, like they're miles. So it's a truly huge world. But the problem with the worlds is they're quite empty, quite a few of them. Like, I've discovered a lot of planets so far, but a lot of them are just empty. They're like a dead planet with just pure rocks. But then when I'm starting to be like, okay, I'm a bit bored of just finding these planets, I stumble across a beautiful planet like you're seeing in the background. So yeah, that's what's keeping me drawn to this world, because it's just, there's like so many beautiful planets, but there's so many barren wastelands, which just, the barren wastelands are just barren. There's nothing to do on them. But on the living planets, there's stuff to do. There's animals to look at. There's caves to go down. There's artifacts to find. There's ruins to find. There's traders dotted around. The world is truly great, but because of the procedural generation, the worlds can sometimes be a bit barren. So that's my biggest problem with it. But that's just the fact that if we didn't have procedural, it would only be like one planet big. But yeah, now we are going to move on to the next category. Okay, so our next category is vehicles and weapons. The weapons in this game are not the best. They're kind of just lasers, really. You get 4 of them basically. There's a few rifles and a pistol. They're not very interesting. You can get lots of upgrades for them which fire differently. So like one's a pure laser just firing, the other one fires bullets, and so on and so on. And then you can upgrade those bullets, firing ones, to fire more bullets at the same time. You know, stuff like that. And you can do the same with the weapons in the starships, which I'm going to talk about now. Starships are controlled weirdly, along with the exocrafts. The vehicles are all controlled a bit weirdly, but you'll get used to it. But this control system for in the starships, not really the exocrafts, but the ships, this control system allows for like more maneuvers. You can do fancy maneuvers and stuff, which I like, because you can kind of do like a crazy barrel roll everywhere, and it's cool to be able to, like, you can kind of go in any direction and turn around and you'll be floating upside down, and they're satisfying to fly. So I just sometimes take them on a spin around the planet I'm on, because they're just so satisfying to fly. And you'll see some gameplay in the background of me flying it right now. You've got this kind of weird ball in the middle that you kind of point in the direction you want to turn, and you like pull it out further if you want to go that way faster. And you can also mark things. And it's got this satisfying landing sequence. It's like you can put landing pads down, or you can just land anywhere. The landing pads are so satisfying. It's just a really satisfying way of flying ships. I like it. Except for the pulse engines. They're a bit annoying because you can't activate them everywhere, and you kind of stuck on a planet trying to fly up. And it's like, there's a spaceship near you. It's like, I know, but it won't let me activate the pulse drive. But yeah, these are satisfyingly controlled. The exocrafts are a bit weird, but the starships are a bit very satisfying, and the weapons are okay, nothing special, but they're fine. They do what they're meant to do. There's nothing special about them, but there's nothing bad about them. So we're going to move on to our next category, which is graphics and sound and animation. So we're now going to be talking about sound and graphics and also animations. So the sound in this game is good. I like the sound in this game. I don't know if it's procedural or anything, or if there's certain themes to the planets, because one planet I went on, it was lush and there was loads of animals and all that, and it was playing some nice friendly music. Whereas the planet you see me on in the background, which is quite a menacing planet, and quite intimidating, it's playing this like really fitting dramatic music, but it's not too in your face, the music. It sounds like it should be there. It's not like crazy dramatic. It's a nice kind of gentle tone, but it does set the mood, and it sets the mood very well. And the other sounds, like the lasers and the ships, they're okay. There's nothing crazy about them. A couple of them sound a bit like kind of like a toy gun, but like they're not that bad. Though it's definitely the music that makes it for me. I like the music in this game a lot, and I like how it sets the theme accordingly on that planet. So let's talk about the animations and the graphics. The graphics in this game are pretty good. The next update has improved them a lot, so they're much nicer now. I mean, they didn't look that great before Next, but they're now very nice looking. And they're kind of a stylized tone, because they can't be super realistic, because it's obviously a whole universe it's got to render in. So I do like these graphics. They're definitely good stylized graphics, and they're not too unrealistic, but they're not too realistic that it will cause crazy bad performance. I've been experiencing some fairly bad performance, but that's because I'm kind of more graphics. I prefer graphics to performance, so I'm happy with 30 FPS. I've been kind of getting 60 FPS on some occasions, but my average has kind of been about 30 to 40 FPS. But that's because I've got everything 1080. I've got 1080p max on everything, and I have a GTX 1050 Ti. So the performance is pretty good for me, and the graphics are nice for me as well. And the animations are very smooth. There's nothing like they're not stiff or anything. They're all nice and smooth. They're actually some of the better graphics not graphics, animations I've seen in games. And yeah, I don't know if they were like really smooth at the start of the launch, but they're now very smooth and nice. So we're now moving on to the next category, which is story. So there's not much of a storyline in this game. I have heard that there is a storyline, but I'm more about the exploration in this game, so I've not really done much of the storyline. There is one. I don't know if it's that good or bad. I can't really review on that. If you want to see that, go watch another review. But I doubt many of you are still watching this review. But the storyline, I don't know much about. I've done the first couple of missions, and they were good enough. They were a bit long, like the Awakenings one took me 4 hours to complete. Don't know if that's just because I was on a horrible planet that was basically impossible to survive on. But that took me ages to complete. But I'm more about exploration in this game. That's the key feature of this game for me. So the quests, they also have some quests in this game, which are decent. Like, some of them are just like, go get this or something. Others are actually pretty good quests, but nothing crazy about the quests or anything. It's not the main feature of this game. The main feature of the exploration, which is done perfectly. It's just spread out enough to keep you there, but not too close together that it gets repetitive. Okay, so we're now going to be talking about the building and the upgrades. The building in this game, which was added in the Foundation update, is good. It's a bit kind of all over the place. It's quite hard to place some things down because they kind of are going everywhere. But in a way that's good because you can build almost anywhere in the world. Actually, you can build anywhere in the world. The only criticism I might have, I'm not sure if I will, is if there is a limit to how many bases I can create. Because I like this base building system. I like kind of dotting around bases and saying like, this is my research one, this is my mining one, you know? And I like dotting them around on planets I like this one that you see in the background. And they're also pretty cool bases, because as you saw I had a big tower there. And it was fairly easy to make. The staircase was a nightmare to make, but that's like my fault because I chose to build a staircase. But yeah, the building is good in this game, and then we're going to move on to the upgrades, which are done well enough that they're not like too easy to get and not too hard. So you can get upgrades to your guns and your like starship and stuff like that. You can get new hyperdrives, which will allow you to go to different systems and stuff like that. And they're not that amazing, some of them. Like, some of them are pretty bad, like you spend a lot of effort getting them and they're not that good. But others are really worth it. So yeah, the upgrades are okay. They're good. Everything about this game is well paced. Hello Games have done an excellent job pacing everything out. That it doesn't become repetitive, and it doesn't. I mean, to get this game repetitive, you're gonna have to spend hours and hours, like tens of hours at least, to get bored of the repetitiveness of this game. So this has been my review of No Man's Sky. Next, if you enjoyed the review, please leave a like, and if you didn't, say why in the comments, because constructive criticism is always like I like reading it, see what I've done wrong, see what I've done right, and stuff like that. So yeah, if you have watched to the end, thanks, and I will see you in the next video, and I will continue to do more reviews like this of other games.